destroy all life in the solar system. We must remove the Earth from the solar system and save humanity.
The Earth has escaped destruction by Jupiter's gravity well, and used it to propel us rapidly through the outer solar system. The United Earth government has restored control and saved humanity. We will take the Earth out of this system and across space to Proxima Centauri, our new home. I propose that we turn back the Earth to Saturn's orbit. Eventually, we can combine Jupiter and Saturn and create a new sun that we can call home.
Coordinates 37-004 north, 110-1735 west. Impact 4 seconds and counting.
Thanks for the warning. Not a good that does me. This one's big. Must have managed to slip past the defenses. Something hot in there. Maybe something valuable. Ah, no, not this shit again.
Comrade Sojourner.
Greetings, fellow Earth Sojourner.
I'm Jessica Shepard,
I am Yasmin Singh.
Secretary General of the United Earth Government.
I represent the Fellowship of Reforgers.
I'm addressing you.
Okay, if I have to deal with someone, at least I can see who'll make me the best offer.
Howdy, sucker.
You look like you're still alive. At least for now.
Brubaker. I can smell the scent of ruthless immorality over the odor of my truck burning. Maybe they have the same.
Fragrance. And you just haven't realized it yet.
How about you just hurry up and finish me off? No need to be cruel and make me listen to a bunch of self-serving drivel.
You have no choice. Unless you feel like pulling the trigger on yourself.
Anyhow, my crew has stowed all those nice meteors. Say they're loaded with resources. Gonna be a good haul. I'm sure you'll make the best use of them for the benefit of all humanity.
You idiot. There's no best use for humanity.
There's just an endless cycle of winners and losers. And given that I've got the meteors and your truck's a wreck, which do you suppose that you and I are? I repeat my request for you to end this quickly. Just do it.
Do what? Finish you off? Ha! I think that the shit state of your ride and the nasty
Vacuum outside will take care of that. I gotta save my ammunition for real danger. So long, loser. Brubaker. Your gang's dead, your vehicle's destroyed, and you're crawling across the ground like a worm. It seems this is where things come to an end for you. What are you gonna do to me, Mr. Self-Righteous Wanderer? Kill me with the pointlessness of your life? You're criticizing my life choices. Now, play errand boy for whichever misguided faction offers you a pittance. You gave them the resources of those meteor fragments for nothing. For what? So they can enslave humanity for their misguided grand visions? I agree that neither the UEG nor the Reforger Alliance is yet to prove they can save us. But you, I am certain that you are a menace to humanity, and I'm absolutely more certain that this world will be better without you in it. You're a bastard, Whoa. See you in hell. We're both already in hell, and I'm staying here. You, on the other hand, are going somewhere else. Probably even worse.
might I be addressing? I'm Brielle. I just found this truck. Brielle, are you a wanderer or a rebel? No, I'm no bandit. Okay, Brielle, I'm Forzia. That truck and its driver, a close friend of mine, were members of Cairo City Commune. That cargo, it has taken us months to procure it. It is repair parts for our reactor. They are valuable to us, but probably not to anyone else. Do you follow? Yeah. Do you have a truck, Brielle, that could transport those 2 cubes? I do. We have food, gardens full, and stills, and fabs to make parts for, anything that you'd like. We would pay you really well if you could finish what my friend was doing, and bring those cubes to us. You said stills? For making hooch? I'd really love a drink. We make good whiskey. Does sound good. Citizens of Cairo Colony, this is Forzia Purby. We have failed to repel the attackers and can no longer maintain our perimeter. Reforger forces will be entering the colony and we have surrendered to them. They have guaranteed the safety of colonists if we offer no resistance.
This is Pimwe Sinasta of the Alliance of Reforgers. Our forces have secured the vicinity of Cairo Colony. We are going to enter the colony and assume control of the engine. Citizens who offer no resistance will not be harmed. Prepare for test firing of the Earth engine. This is Pimwe Sinasta reporting to Reforger Command. We have captured the Cairo Earth engine and successfully completed a test firing. The engine is functional and completely under Alliance control.
Commander of the UEG forces. The Reforgers have taken control of Cairo Colony, and our attempts to stop them have been foiled. All forces are to execute a full retreat to point.
Shit, not good. Looks like I backed the wrong side this time.
So, as you can see, though construction is still being completed, the elevator is already functional.
Impressive.
Indeed. And whom do you intend to grant access to this marvel? The UEG or the Reforgers? Where does the sympathy of the La Paz colony lie?
We are neutral, and we intend to grant equal access to both sides. The elevator is for strictly scientific and humanitarian use. There will, of course, be no military payloads allowed.
And if one of the factions tried to seize control of the elevator through force?
The colony has significant defensive assets to protect itself, but we assume that the other faction would go to war to prevent that. If the complex were to fall, the elevator is rigged with a self-destruct mechanism.
So you're willing to assume that both sides are rational?
What hope do we have if we are not rational?
Indeed.
Indeed.
We look forward to doing business with both factions and working to resolve our differences.
Alexa Turnbull, I've hoped that we'd meet again, perhaps under friendlier circumstances.
I certainly never imagined that I would meet you this way.
I thought I could only imagine, and now here we are.
This is the way things have played out. What is your move?
The Reforger movement can challenge the UEG for control of Earth's near space.
There is still the self-destruct device they built into the elevator.
No, there's not. Our engineers have already found and deactivated it. The elevator is ready for operation. Cut this woman loose. Help her to her feet.
Thank you. I appreciate the respect.
It is wasted, as is this meeting.
Fellow Wanderer, I am Uningguo. I must recommend that you halt your progress on your current course.
Fellow wanderer? I don't know you. We've never met. Why would you care what course I plot through this terrain?
Because there's a pack of bandit vehicles lying in ambush less than 2 kilometers ahead of you. They knew this was one of the few ways through that terrain, and they know that hapless travelers are bound to come through.
How would you know this? And why would you help me if you did?
I'm actually quite far from you, but hacked into a UEG nav satellite to help plot my own route, and I thought I'd use it to do some surveying while I waited for it to travel back. I was looking at the ship hulls as it flew over them, and I saw them hiding, and you approaching them. A bandit ambush is pretty easy to identify, and I've been in your shoes, surprised and outnumbered by attackers. I thought I'd help you avoid that experience. But if you don't care to take my warning, there's nothing I can do.
Prove that you are who you say you are.
Look to the sky in the east. Watch for 3 flashes. Here's the data.
I suppose you think I owe you my gratitude, or some kind of favor.
No, I don't. I didn't do it for you. I did it because I want someone to do the same for me. Like I said.
Because you've been in the same position.
Yes.
What was your name?
Yuning Guo.
Well, you seem to have a conscience, Mr. Guo. Not many of those who are left do.
That is my experience as well.
I appreciate your conscience. Thank you, Yuning, for your warning. I'm Brielle Liu. Pleased to meet you. Have a good day.
You as well, miss.
Attacking vehicles are evading our suppressive fire. Concentrate all weapon decks on those vehicles. Major, their munitions are causing only minor damage. They might just be a distraction? I said, concentrate all fire on those vehicles. Taking significant damage. Launch counterfire. All decks are reloading. Evasive movement. We have to avoid being hit again. Prepare for second impact. UEG forces, defend the command vehicle at all costs.
UEG forces are approaching firing range of artillery.
They seem to be occupied with those harrying units. Hold fire until they are well within range.
Within range.
Open fire.
That UEG behemoth has halted movement and appears to be helpless.
Status of additional enemy forces?
UEG units are destroyed or in retreat.
Then, that is the end of their advance.
Attention, citizens of Alang. We have repelled the UEG assault and destroyed their command vehicle. Alang settlement remains free.
Citizens of the Earth, I am Jenna Hofen, leader of the Caucasus Free Settlement. Our colony has long prided itself in our independence and self-reliance, but we have suffered a crisis that is so dire that we cannot help to survive it on our own. One of our plasma reactors has ruptured, and though we have contained the reaction, the entire colony, over 40,000 souls, are being subjected to unhealthy doses of radiation.
That will soon begin to threaten their lives if they are not evacuated soon. I realize that we are in the midst of a conflict between the factions at this time, and I know that conflict will result from the meeting of the factions' units, but we are begging for the help of anyone with a vehicle who can stop fighting long enough to help us.
Humanitarians. Look at all the help they're sending. Opportunistic assholes. Those are combat vehicles. Well, someone will need my help. Either with the combat or the rescue.
Wanderer Guo, this battle is won.
It does seem that way, though I'm always a bit skeptical.
A wise way to be in this dangerous world. Our forces are going to the Free Colony. We will rescue the colonists and provide support with repairing the reactor. We will make sure that life support is restored for those people. We have done good by them today.
Well, it's nice to have been doing good while trying to survive.
It's not always that way, is it?
Admittedly, it is not.
Come to my command center at the colony, and I will make sure that you are paid for your contribution. You've earned it.
Okay. I'll see you soon. Brielle, you? Surprised to see you.
Comrade Yuning, please stop what you're doing.
What? I'm not doing anything yet. I'm just...
Do not follow the UEG forces to the colony. It's a trap.
A trap? But I need to get paid. How do you know this?
Don't ask me that. Once you helped me avoid a trap, now I am returning the favor. Do not go any closer to that reactor.
But, Brielle, the fighting's over.
One day we shall meet in person. Until then, goodbye.
Answer.
Greetings, Brielle, you.
Greetings.
You might remember me.
I remember you well. We have saved each other's lives, after all.
Then I'll get right down to it. Are you aware that there's a large Reforger force that's left the Colombo colony and is heading towards the Yellow Mountains, incidentally close to where you currently are?
You know where I am?
I happened to find you with a satellite that I patched into.
By coincidence?
Yes.
I'm aware of the Reforger expedition. I believe they're headed to the Huangshan spaceport.
The UEG's primary spaceport. Would the Reforgers be brash enough to hit something that big?
It is precisely that surprise that I believe they are taking advantage of. No one expects it.
But a strategically decisive move, if they can pull it off.
It could change the course of human history.
And you're already on your way there?
There will be need for services.
Where there is war, there follows demand.
Yes. And you? What brought you to this area?
Same. I thought there would be conflict, and that would bring work. And I thought I might find you here.
Well, you found me. Find me again after this battle is over.
Comrade citizens, I come to you with good news. Recently it became apparent to me that the Reforgers could no longer afford to continue low-level armed resistance to the UEG.
That every moment that they control the Earth engines and are taking
us further out of the solar system, humanity gets closer to extinction.
We needed to make a bold strike that would get us closer to taking back control of the Earth's course for the good of humanity.
Such an opportunity presented itself, and we took it. Today, at 0600 hours, Reforger forces seized control of the Huangshan spaceport and its accompanying high-orbit space station. This grants us better access to Earth orbit, and even more importantly, is the final step before a final assault on the UEG headquarters at Siberia Station. An assault that I will lead. Comrades, this is an exciting moment of possibility for humanity.
We will soon take back our destiny.
Humbly, Yasmin Singh.
Attention all UEG units. The Reforgers have overwhelmed our defenses and their advance on the spaceport is imminent. All remaining UEG units are to evacuate the facility and the immediate area and fall back to Siberia Colony.
Reporting units, this is Singh. We have broken the UEG defenses and they are in retreat. All units advance on the spaceport, but be aware of possible sabotage.
This is the final call for all UEG forces to vacate the Huangshan spaceport and its vicinity.
Brielle, this is Yuning. Do you copy?
I'm fine. Transmitting my location. Where are you?
To the south of the spaceport. I decided to avoid the final battle. What was that? Did someone drop a nuke?
No. The UEG scuttled the space station and dropped it on the Reforgers as they occupied the spaceport.
I worry that this war will get worse before it gets better.
So the Reforgers are serious about finishing the work that the rebellion started. They're going to capture the Siberia Command Center and put an end to the UEG and this war.
Indeed. It'll be good this war to be over. It's hard enough surviving on this world by yourself in peacetime.
Is that the goal, Yuning? To survive by yourself?
Brielle, I want a better life than this. I want...
What do you want, Yuning? I want to hear you say it.
I want to never be away from you. But I'm a little man, clinging to a frozen world, hurtling through space, and it's pointless for me to want anything while there's war between the powers of the Earth. While there is, the only choices I can make are which side to fight for.
Then I suppose we should do what we can to finish this.
By joining the attacking forces.
Unless you have some loyalty to the UEG.
I've been clear about my loyalty.
And let us join the Reforgers and aid them in their battle to save humanity.
Comrade citizens, at approximately midnight, Reforger forces breached the final UEG defenses and entered the Siberia Command Center. The control system for the Earth engines and the final refuge for the last
elements of the UEG, including their leader, Jessica Shepard. Shepard was apprehended with non-lethal force and has been taken into custody. In the coming months, she will be called to answer for the things that she has done.
With this victory, the United Earth government, which has forced humanity to endure a suicidal quest to leave the star system that gave birth to us, has been stamped out. This is not to be the fate that awaits mankind. Living upon this frozen world, wandering through deep space, hoping to find a new home. No. We already have a star that gave
birth to us, that made us who we are. With my scientific work, I have laid out a vision to bring the Earth back into the orbit of the Sun, and at least temporarily, into direct orbit near Saturn. Then, we will undertake the greatest feat of engineering in human history. We will collide Jupiter and Saturn into each other. Their combined mass will result in fusion, and they will form a new star.
I am suggesting that we can free ourselves from the helplessness of this arbitrary and cruel universe and create our own home from the very star that made us. That we, as a species, can take control of our collective destiny.